Do you mind switching? You're supposed to be in 5 and 6? Is that right? You sure? Okay, you just worn off. If you don't mind, is everybody okay with that? Okay, thank you. She told you about the traffic. Okay, thanks very much for understanding.
We were last night. Somebody said, Susan, oh God.
Things that I saw in God, I don't want to find somebody that's like,
Why do you call Grouper's kitties no-neck monsters?
Because they've got no necks. Isn't that a good enough reason?
Don't they have any necks?
None visible. Their fat little heads are set on their fat little bodies without a bit of connection. Hear them screaming? I don't know where their voice boxes are located since they've got no necks. Tell you, I got so nervous at that table tonight, I thought I'd throw back my head and utter a howl you could hear across the Arkansas border. I said to your charming sister-in-law, May, honey, couldn't you heed those Precious little things at a separate table with an oilcloth cover. They make such a mess, and the lace cloth looks so pretty. She made enormous eyes at me and said, "Oh, no, on Big Daddy's birthday? Why, he would never forgive me." But I want you to know, Big Daddy hadn't been at that table for 2 minutes with those 5 no-neck monsters slobbering and drooling over their food before he threw down his fork and shouted, "Gooper, for God's sakes, why don't you put them pigs in a trough in the kitchen?" Well, I swear, I simply could have died. Think of it, Rick. They got 5 of them, and number 6 is coming. They brought that whole bunch down here like animals to display at the county fair. Why, they have those children doing tricks all the time. Junior, show Big Daddy how you do this. Show Big Daddy how you do that. Say your piece for Big Daddy, sister. Brother, show Big Daddy how you stand on your head. Show your dip the sugar. It goes on all the time, along with constant little remarks and innuendos about the fact that you and I have not produced any children, are totally childless, and therefore totally useless. Of course, it's comical, but it's also disgusting, since it's so obvious what they're up to.
What are they up to, Megan?
Why, you know what they're up to. I'll tell you what they're up to, boy of mine. They're up to cutting you out of your father's estate, now that we know that Big Daddy's dying of cancer.
Do we? Do we know Big Daddy's dying of cancer?
Got the report today. Yeah, got the report just now. It didn't surprise me, baby. I recognized the symptoms as soon as we got down here last spring. And I'm willing to bet you that Brother Man and his wife were pretty sure of it, too. That more than likely explains why their usual summer migration to the coolness of the Great Smokies was passed up this summer in favor of hustling down here every whip stitch with their whole screaming tribe. And that's why so many allusions have been made to Silver Hill lately. You know what Silver Hill is? A place that's famous for treating alcoholics and dope fiends in the movies.
I'm not in the movies.
No, you don't take dope. Otherwise, you're a perfect candidate for Silver Hill, baby. And that's what they aim to ship you. Then Brother Man could get a hold of the purse strings and dole out remittances to us. Maybe get power of attorney and sign checks for us. Cut off our credit wherever, whenever he wanted. How'd you like that, baby? Well, you've been doing just everything in your power to bring it about. You've been doing everything you can think of to aid and abet them in this scheme of theirs. Quitting work, devoting yourself to the occupation of drinking, breaking your ankle last night on a high school athletic field. Doing what? Jumping hurdles at 2 or 3 in the morning. Just fantastic. Got the paper. Clarksdale Register carried a nice little item about it. A human interest story about a well-known former athlete staging a one-man track meet on the high school athletic field, but was slightly out of condition and didn't clear the first hurdle. Brother Man Goopa claims he exercised his influence to keep it from going out over the AP and the UP and every other damn P. But Brett, he still had one big advantage.
Did you say something, Meg?
Big Daddy dotes on me, honey. He can't stand Brother Man and Brother Man's wife, that monster of fertility Meg. And she's downright odious to him. Know how I know? By little expressions that flicker over his face when that woman is holding forth on one of her choice topics, such as how she refused twilight sleep when the twins were delivered because she feels that motherhood's an experience that a woman ought to experience fully in order to fully appreciate the wonder and the beauty of it. Now she made Brother Man come in and stand beside her in the delivery room so that he would not miss out on the wonder and the beauty of it either. Producing those no-neck monsters. Big Daddy shares my attitude toward those two. As for me, well, I give him a little joke now and then, a little laugh, and he tolerates me. But I sometimes suspect that Big Daddy harbors a little unconscious Lech for me.
What makes you think Big Daddy has a ledge for you, man?
Why, he always drops his eyes down my body when I'm talking to him. Drops his eyes to my boobs and licks his old chops.
Kind of talk is disgusting.
Did anyone ever tell you your ass aching cured and bread? Well, I think it's mighty fine how that old fellow on the doorstep of death still takes in my shift with what I think is deserved appreciation.
Give it back! It's mine! No, it's mine! Give it to him!
Come on, kid, be quiet.
You finished up there.
Yes, sir, baby. You should have been at that supper table tonight. My Big Daddy, bless his old soul. He's the dearest old thing in the world, but he does hunch over his food as if he preferred not to notice anything else. Well, May and Luca were side by side at the table, directly across from Big Daddy, watching his face like hawks while they jawed and jabbered about the cuteness and the brilliance of the no-neck monsters. And the no-neck monsters were ranged around the table, some in high chairs and some on the books of knowledge, and all in fancy little paper caps in honor of Big Daddy's birthday. Well, all through dinner, May and Goopa never once, for one moment, stopped exchanging pokes and pinches and kicks and signs and signals. Why, even Big Mama, bless her old sweet soul, she isn't the quickest or brightest thing in the world. She finally noticed at last and said, "Goopa, what are you and May making all those signs at each other about?" I swear, I nearly choked on my chicken.
Nothing.
You know, your brother Goopa still cherishes the illusion he took a giant step up on the social ladder when he married Miss May Flynn of the Memphis Flynns. But I have a piece of Spanish news for Goopa. The Flynns never had a thing in this world but money, and they lost that. They were nothing at all but fairly successful climbers. Of course, May Flynn came out in Memphis 8 years before I made my debut in Nashville, but I had friends at War Belmont who came from Memphis, and they used to come see me, and I used to go see them for Christmas and spring vacations, so I know who rates and who doesn't rate in Memphis society. Why, old Papa Flynn, he barely escaped doing time in the federal pen for shady manipulations on the stock market when his chain stores crashed. And as for May having been a cotton carnival queen, as they remind us so often, lest we should forget it, well, that's one honor I don't envy her for. Sit on a brass throne on a tacky float and ride down Main Street, smiling and bowing and blowing kisses to all the trash on the street. Why, year before last, when Susan McFeeters was singled out for that honor, you know what happened to her? You know what happened to poor little Susie McFeeters?
No. What happened to little Susie McFeeters?
Somebody spit tobacco juice in her face.
Somebody spit tobacco juice in her face?
That's right. Some old drunk leaned out of a window in the hotel Gaiaso and yelled, "Hey, hey, hey there, Queenie!" Poor little Susie looked up and flashed him a radiant smile, and he shot a squirt of tobacco juice right in poor Susie's face.
What do you know about that?
What do I know about it? I was there. I saw it.
Must have been kind of funny.
Susie didn't think so. Had hysterics. She screamed like a banshee. They had to stop the parade and remove her. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what, Maggie?
Like you were looking at me just now before I caught your eye in the mirror and you started to whistle. I don't know how to describe it, but it froze my blood. I've caught you looking at me like that so often lately. What are you thinking when you look at me like that?
I wasn't conscious of looking at you, Maggie.
Well, I was conscious of it. What were you thinking?
I don't remember thinking of anything, Maggie.
Don't you think I know that? Don't you think I know that?
Know what, Maggie?
That I've gone through this hideous transformation. Become hard, frantic, cruel. That's what you've been observing in me lately. How could you help but observe it? I don't mind. I'm not thin-skinned anymore. Can't afford to be thin-skinned anymore. But Brick.
Did you say something?
I was going to say something. That I get lonely. Very.
Everybody gets that.
Living alone with someone you love can be lonelier than living entirely alone when the one that you love doesn't love you.
Would you like to live alone, Maggie?
No. God! I wouldn't. Did you have a nice shower?
Uh-huh.
Was the water cool?
No.
But it made you feel fresh, huh?
Fresher.
I know something that would make you feel much fresher.
What?
An alcohol bottle. Or cologne. A rub of cologne.
Well, that's good after a workout, but I haven't been working out, Maggie.
You kept in good shape, though.
You think so, Maggie?
I always thought that drinking men lost their looks, but I was plainly mistaken.
Why, thanks, Maggie.
You're the only drinking man I know that doesn't ever seem to put fat on.
I'm getting softer, Maggie.
Well, sooner or later it's bound to soften you up. It was just beginning to soften Skipper up when... Oh, I'm sorry. I never could keep my fingers off the sword. I wish you would lose your looks. If you did, it would make the martyrdom of St. Maggie a little more bearable. But no such goddamn luck. I actually think you've gotten better looking since you went on the bottom. A person that didn't know you would think you never had a tense nerve in your body or a strained muscle. Of course, you always did have that detached quality, as if you were playing a game without much concern over whether you won or lost, and now you've lost the game. Not lost, just quit playing. You had that rare sort of charm that usually only happens in very old or hopelessly sick people. The charm of the defeated. You look so cool, so enviably cool.
Now look here, boy. Let me see you get out of bed. Good job.
They're playing croquet. The moon has appeared and it's white. Just beginning to turn a little bit yellow. You were a wonderful lover. Such a wonderful person to go to bed with. And I think mostly because you were really indifferent to it. Isn't that right? Never had any anxiety about it. Did it naturally, easily, slowly, with absolute confidence and perfect calm. More like opening a door for a lady or seating her at a table than giving expression to any longing for her. Your indifference made you wonderful at lovemaking. Strange.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah, I really got you boxed.
Yeah!
I thought you'd never make love to me again. I go downstairs to the kitchen and I pick out the longest and sharpest knife I could find. And I'd stick it straight into my heart. I swear that I won't.
Watch out now, you're going to miss it.
You just don't know me, boy.
Later tonight, I'm going to tell you that I love you. And maybe by that time you'll be drunk enough to believe me.
You're too slippery for me.
Slippery as an eel, boy. Slippery as an eel.
Yes. They're playing croquet. Big Daddy's dying of cancer. What were you thinking of when I caught you looking at me like that? Were you thinking of Skipper? Oh, excuse me. Forgive me. But laws of silence don't work. No, laws of silence don't work. When something is festering in your memory or your imagination, laws of silence don't work. It's just like shutting a door and locking it on a house on fire and hope of forgetting that the fire is burning. But not facing a fire doesn't put it out. Silence about a thing just magnifies it. It grows and festers in silence. Becomes malignant.
Give me my crutch.
You don't need
No, just give me my crutch.
it on my shoulder.
I don't want to lean on your shoulder. I want my crutch. Give me my crutch. Are you going to give me my crutch or do I have to get down on my knees?
Here! Take.
Thanks.
It's the first time I've heard you raise your voice in a long time, Brick. Crack in the wall. Composure.
Just hasn't happened yet, Maggie.
What?
The click I get in my head when I've had enough of this stuff to make me peaceful. Will you do me a favor?
Maybe I will. What favor?
Will you please keep your voice down?
I'll do you that favor. I'll speak in a whisper, if not shut up completely. If you will do me a favor and make that drink your last one till after the party.
What party?
Big Daddy's birthday party.
Is this Big Daddy's birthday?
You know this is Big Daddy's birthday.
No, I don't. I forgot it.
Well, I remember for you.
Good for you, Maggie.
You just have to scribble a few lines on this card.
You scribble something, Maggie.
It's got to be your handwriting. It's your present. I've given you my present. It's got to be your handwriting.
I didn't get him a present.
I've got one for you.
All right. You write on the card then.
And how do you know you didn't remember his birthday?
I didn't remember his birthday.
You don't have to prove you didn't.
I don't want to fool him about it.
Just write, love Brick for God's sake.
No,
You've got to.
I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. You keep forgetting the conditions on which I agreed to stay on living with you.
I'm not living with you. We occupy the same cage.
Got to remember the conditions agreed on.
The impossible condition.
Then why don't you just...
I had it first, you did that. Who's out there? Is somebody at that door?
Brick, is this thing yours?
Why, sister woman. That's my Diana trophy. Won it at an intercollegiate archery contest on the Ole Miss campus.
Well, it's a mighty dangerous thing to live exposed in a house full of normal, red-blooded children attracted to weapons.
Normal red-blooded children attracted to weapons ought to be taught to keep their hands off things that don't belong to them.
Maggie, honey, if you had any children of your own, you'd know how funny that is. Would you please lock this up and put the key out of the way?
Sister woman, nobody is plotting the destruction of your kitties. Rick and I still have our special archer's license. We plan on going deer hunting on Moon Lake as soon as the season starts. I just love to run with dogs through chilly woods. Run, leap over obstructions and... Ah!
Sonny, go! How's the old injured ankle, Brick?
Doesn't hurt. Just itches.
Should have been downstairs tonight after supper, Brick. Why, the kiddies put on quite a show. Polly played the piano, Sonny and Buster the drums. Then they turned out the lights, and Trixie and Dixie performed a toe dance in fairy costume with sparklers. Why, Big Daddy beamed, he just beamed.
Oh, I'll bet. It breaks my heart that we missed it. But, May, why did you give dogs names to all your kids?
Dogs' names.
Dixie and Trixie and Buster and Sonny and Polly. Sounds to me like an animal acting circus. 4 dogs and a parrot.
Maggie, honey, why are you so catty?
May, would you know a joke if you bumped into it on Main Street in Memphis at noon?
Why, you know the names of my children. Why, Sonny's real name is Saunders. Buster's real name is Robert. Trixie's real name is Marlene. And
Hey,
Dixie's
sister
name...
woman, intermission's over.
Intermission's over.
Hey, how's your liquor supply holding out, buddy?
See y'all later.
I wonder what Dixie's real name is.
Maggie. Why are you so catty?
I don't know. Why am I so catty? Because I'm consumed with envy and eaten up with longing. Rick, I'm going to lay out your beautiful Italian suit from Rome and one of your monogram shirts. I'll put your cufflinks in it, those lovely gold ones that I get you to wear so rarely.
I can't get trousers on over this plastic cast.
Yes, you can. I'll help you.
I'm not going to get dressed, Maggie.
Will you just put on a pair of pajamas?
Yes, I'll do that, Maggie.
Thank you so much.
Don't mention it.
Rick, how long does it have to go on? This punishment. Haven't I done time enough? Haven't I served my term? Can't I apply for a pardon?
Maggie, lately your voice sounds like you've been running upstairs to warn somebody that the house was on fire.
Well, no wonder. No wonder. Do you know what I feel like, Rick? I feel all the time like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Then jump off the roof. Jump off it. Cats can jump off roofs and land on their 4 feet uninjured.
Oh, yeah.
Do it. For God's sake, do it.
Do what?
Take a lover.
I can't see a man but you. Even with my eyes closed, I just see you. Why don't you get ugly, Rick? Why don't you please get fat or ugly or something so I can stand there? Bravo, Tonex, bravo! Vic.
Maggie, what did you lock the door for?
To give us a little privacy for a while.
You know better, Maggie.
No, I don't know better.
Don't make a fool of yourself.
I don't mind making a fool of myself over you.
I mind, Maggie. I feel embarrassed for you.
And feel embarrassed. But don't continue my torture. I can't live on and on under these circumstances.
You agreed to accept
I
the
know, but
condition.
I can't.
Son! Son!
What is it, Big Mama?
Oh, son, we just got the most wonderful news about Big Daddy. I just had to run right up and tell you right away. Well, hey, what's his door locked for? Y'all think there's robbers in the house?
Big Mama, Rick is dressed and he isn't dressed yet.
That's all right. I seen Brick that dress before. Now, come on, Maggie, open the door. Where's Brick? Son, I just have a second. I want to give you the news about Big Daddy. I hate locked doors in a house.
I've noticed you do, Big Mama, but people have got to have some moments of privacy, don't they?
No, ma'am, not in my house. Hey, what'd you take that little lace dress off for? I thought that little lace dress is so sweet on you.
I thought it looked sweet on me too, but one of my cute little table partners used it for a napkin, so...
So what?
Well, you know, Big Mama, me and Goop are so touchy about those children. You just don't dare to suggest there's room for improvement in their table manners or anything else.
Son, hurry out. Shoot, Maggie, you just don't like children.
I do so like children. Adore them. Well brought up.
Well, why don't you have some of your own then and bring them up well, instead of all the time picking on Goopa and Maze?
Hey, Big Mama. Bess and you got to go in the way to say goodbye.
Well, tell them to hold their horses. I'll be down in a jiffy.
Yes, ma'am.
Son, can you hear me in there?
Yes, Big Mama.
Well, we just got the full report back from the laboratory at the Oxford Clinic. Completely negative, son. Well, everything's negative right on down the line. There's nothing at all wrong with him but some little functional thing called a spastic colon. Well, can you hear me in that, son?
He can hear you, Big Mama.
Why don't he say something? Lord Almighty, a piece of news like that should make him shout. It made me shout. I shouted and I sobbed and I fell right down on my knees. Look, see the bruises where I hit my kneecaps? Took both doctors to haul me to my feet. Big Daddy was furious with me. But ain't that wonderful news? After all the anxiety we've been through to get a report like that on Big Daddy's birthday? Big Daddy tried to hide how much of a load it took off his mind, but he didn't fool me. I could tell he was mighty close to crying his own self.
Big Mama.
Well, hold those people there, Goopa. Don't let them go.
It's Memphis, Big Mama. It's Miss Sailor from Memphis.
Shoot, I gotta go shout at that old deaf fool on the phone. All right, Goopa. You get dressed. Now, Brick, everybody's coming up here for Big Daddy's birthday on account of your ankle. Does it hurt much still?
I'm afraid I can't give you that information, Big Mama. You'll have to ask Brick if it hurts much still or not.
Hello, Miss Sally. Oh, how are you, Miss Sally? Well, yes, I was gonna call you just now, but... Shoot, Miss Sally, don't never call me from the ghost old lobby. Well, so much talk goes on in that hotel lobby, it's no wonder you can't hear me. Listen, Miss Sally, now there's nothing at all wrong with him but some little functional thing called a spastic colon. Shoot, Maggie, would you come shout at this old deaf fool on the phone? No, Miss Sally, not plastic, spastic. Look.
Miss Sally, this is Brick's wife, Maggie. It's so nice to hear your voice. Can you hear mine? Well, good. What Big Mama wanted you to know was that they got the report from the Oxford Clinic, and what Big Daddy has is a spastic colon. Yes, spastic colon, Miss Sally. Well, goodbye, Miss Sally. I hope I'll see you real soon. She heard me perfectly.
Miss Sally Shaw is a case.
Come on, Big Mama. Bex and you can't wait no longer.
All right, Gooper. Shoot, Maggie, stop acting so dumb. I mean, has he drank much of this stuff yet?
Oh, I think he had a highball after supper.
Don't laugh about it. Some single men stop drinking when they get married and others stop. Britt never touched a drop of
That's
it
not
until...
fair.
Fair or not fair? I want to ask you one question. Just one question. Do you make Britt happy in bed?
Ooh, why don't you ask me if he makes me happy?
Because I know...
It works both ways.
Come on, Big Mama.
Something's not right here. You're sick, you're childless, and my son drinks. Now, when a marriage goes on the rocks are here. Right here.
That's not fair. Who are you? I'm Maggie the cat.
Has Big Mama gone?
She's gone. You know, our sex life didn't just peter out in the usual way. It was cut off short, long before the natural time for it to. And it's going to revive again just as sudden as that. I'm confident of it. That's what I'm keeping myself attractive for. The time when you see me again like other men see me. Yes, like other men see me. They still see me, Brick, and they like what they see. Look, Brick. How hard my body stays on me. Nothing has fallen on me. Not a fraction. Oh, my face looks strange sometimes, but I've kept my figure as well as you kept yours. And then admire it. I still turn heads on the street. Why, last week in Memphis, everywhere that I went, men's eyes burned holes in my clothes. In the club, in the restaurants, and in department stores. There wasn't a man I met or walked by that didn't just pick me up with his eyes and turn around when I passed him and look back at me. Why, Alice's party for her New York cousins? The best looking man in the crowd followed me upstairs and tried to force his way into the powder room. Followed me to the door and tried to force his way in.
Why didn't you let him in, Mary?
Because I'm not that common, for one thing. Not that I wasn't almost tempted to. Like to know who it was. It was Sonny Boy Maxwell, that's who.
Oh, yeah. Sonny Boy Maxwell. He was a good broken field runner, but he had a little injury to his back and had to quit.
Well, he has no injury now. And he has no wife. And he still has a latch. For me.
I see no reason to lock him out of the powder room in that case.
Oh. I might sometime cheat on you with someone since you're so insultingly eager to have me do it. But if I do, you can be damn sure that it will be in a place and at a time where no one but me and the man could possibly know. Because I'm not giving you any excuse to divorce me for being unfaithful or anything else.
Maggie, I wouldn't divorce you for being unfaithful or anything else. Don't you know that? Hell, I'd be so relieved to know you'd found yourself a lover.
Well, I'm taking no chances. No, I'd rather stay right here on this hot tin roof.
A hot tin roof's an uncomfortable place to stay on.
Yeah, but I can stay on it just as long as I have to.
You could leave me, Maggie.
Don't want to, and will not. Separation would cost you. Now you got what Big Dad gives you, and he's dying of cancer.
Big Mama said he wasn't, that the report was okay.
That's because they gave her the same story that they gave him. She was just as taken aback as he was, poor old thing. But tonight they're going to tell her the truth. When Big Daddy goes to bed, they're going to tell her that he's dying of cancer. It's malignant and it's hopeless.
Does Big Daddy know it?
Hell, do they ever know it? You don't say, you're dying. You have to fool them. They have to fool themselves. So this is Big Daddy's last birthday. And you know something, Brett? Big Daddy's made no will. Big Daddy never made any will in his life. That's why May and Goop have launched their campaign to impress him as forcibly as they can with the fact that you drink and I've borne no children. Brick, I've been so goddamn disgustingly poor all my life. That's the truth, Brick.
Not saying it isn't.
I had to suck up to people I couldn't stand because they had money and I was poor as Job's turkey. You don't know what that's like. Oh, I'll tell you. It's like you would feel 1,000 miles away from Echo Spring. Had to get back to it on that broken ankle without a crutch. That's what it feels like to be poor as Job's turkey. And you have to suck up to relatives that you hated because they had money and all you had was a bunch of hand-me-down clothes and a few old moldy 3% government bonds. My daddy loved his liquor. He loved his liquor. Fell in love with his liquor like you've fallen in love with Echo Spring. And my poor mama had to maintain some semblance of social position to keep appearances up on an income of $150 a month on those old government bonds. When I came out, the year that I made my debut, I had just 2 evening dresses. One my mother made me from a pattern and bow. The other hand-me-down from a snotty rich cousin I hated. Dress I married you in was my grandmother's wedding gown. You can be young without money, but you can't be old without it. You've got to be old with money, because to be old without it is just too awful. You got to be one or the other, either young or with money. You can't be old and without it. That's the truth, Rick. That's the truth. Well, now, I'm dressed. I'm all dressed and there's nothing else for me to do. I'm dressed. I'm all dressed and nothing else for me to do. I know where I made my mistake. I've thought a whole lot about it, and now I know where I made my mistake. I made my mistake when I told you the truth about that thing with Skipper. Never should have confessed it. A fatal error telling you about that thing with Skipper.
Maggie, shut up about Skipper. I mean it, Maggie. You got to shut up about Skipper.
You ought to understand that Skipper and I
You
never...
don't think I'm serious, Maggie? You fooled by the fact that I'm saying this quiet? Look, Maggie, what you're doing is a dangerous thing to do. You're fooling with something that nobody ought to fool with.
This time I'm going to finish what I have to say to you. You superior creature. You godlike being. Yes, true. What's so awful about it? I like it. I think the truth
It was
is...
Skipper that told me about it. Not you, Maggie.
I told you.
After he told me.
What does it matter who told you?
Little girl. Hey, little girl. Tell
I
the folks
can't
to come
stop
up here.
myself. I go on telling you this in front of them all if I had to.
Little girl,
Because
come
it's
on.
got to be
Come on,
told.
do as I told you.
And you
Bring everybody up here.
never let me. You had one of those beautiful, ideal things that they tell about in the Greek legends. It couldn't be anything else, you being you. And that's what made it so sad. That's what made it so awful. Because it was love that could never be carried through to anything satisfying or even talked about plainly.
Maggie, you got to stop this.
Rick, I tell you, you got to believe me, Rick. I do understand all about it. I think it was noble. Can't you tell I'm sincere when I say I respect it? My only point, the only point I am making, is that life has got to be allowed to continue, even after the dream of life is all over.
Maggie, you want me to hit you with this crutch? Don't you know I could kill you with this crutch?
Good Lord, man, do you think I'd care if you did?
One man has one great good true thing in his life. One great good thing which is true. I had friendship with Skipper. You are naming it dirty.
I'm not naming it dirty. I am naming it clean.
Not love with you, Maggie, but friendship with Skipper. And you are naming it dirty.
And you haven't been listening. Not understood what I am saying. I am naming it so damn clean that it killed poor Skipper. You two had something that had to be kept on ice. Yes, incorruptible, yes. And death was the only icebox where you could keep it.
I married you, Maggie. Why would I marry you, Maggie, if I was...
Rick, don't! I know. Believe me, I know that it was only Skipper who harbored even any unconscious desire for anything not perfectly pure between you two. You married me. Early that summer, we graduated out of Ole Miss, and we were happy together, weren't we? We were blissful. Yes, it happened together every time that we loved. That fall, you and Skipper turned down wonderful offers of jobs in order to keep on being football heroes, pro football heroes. You organized the Dixie Stars so you could keep on being teammates forever. But something was not right with it, me included, between you. Skipper began hitting the bottom. You got a spinal injury, couldn't play the Thanksgiving game in Chicago. Watched it on TV from attraction bed in Toledo. I joined Skipper. Dixie Stars lost because poor old Skipper was drunk. We drank together that night, all night in the bar of the Blackstone. And when cold day was coming up over the lake and we were coming out drunk to take a dizzy look at it, I said, Skipper, stop loving my husband or telling his I'll let you admit it to him, one way or another. No! He slapped me hard in the mouth and then turned and ran without stopping once, all the way back to me last door. And I came to his room that night, later that night, with a little scratch on the side of the mouse at the door. He made that pitiful, ineffectual little attempt to prove that what I had said wasn't true. No! In this way, destroy him by telling him truth that his world, which he was born and raised in and taught him, couldn't be told. Then Aunt Skipper was nothing at all but a receptacle for liquor and drugs. Who shot Cock Robin? I, with my merciful arrow, Fred! I'm not trying to whitewash my behavior. Christ, no! I'm not good. I don't know why people have to pretend to be good. Nobody's good. The rich and the well-to-do can afford to respect moral patterns, conventional moral patterns, but I never could afford to. But I'm honest. Give me credit for just that, will you please? Born poor, raised poor, expect to die poor. Unless I can manage to get us something out of what Big Daddy leaves when he dies of cancer. But Fred Skipper is dead. I'm alive. Maggie the cat is alive. I'm alive. Little children, your mother or someone can teach you to knock at the door before you come into a room. Otherwise, people might think you lack good breeding.
There's no brick doing it on the floor.
I tried to kill you, Aunt Maggie, but I failed. And I fell.
Give your uncle his crutch. He's incredible, honey. He broke his ankle last night jumping hurdles on the high school athletic field.
What were you doing jumping hurdles on the brick?
I used to jump them. People like to do what they used to do, even after they stopped being able to do it.
That's right. That's your answer. Now go away. Go away! Stop that! Stop that! No
You're jealous. You're just jealous because you can't have babies.
You see, they gloat over us being childless, even in front of their no-neck monsters. Brick, I've been to a doctor in Memphis. I've been examined. And there is no reason why we can't have a child whenever we want one. Are you listening to me? Are you? Are you listening to me?
Yes, I hear you, Maggie. But how? In hell on earth, do you imagine that you're going to have a child by a man that can't stand you?
Well, that is a problem I will just have to work out. Here they come.
They can say, well, you make it.
mind if Mike can work?
Here they come.
They're growing like weeds, they are. And Buster, you know, he's at the top of his class. Take him right into the, I think he's going to be another lawyer. I'm so proud of him. Oh, we do. Girls go after sports. Yes. They're all the
Berkeley is educated to memorial window.
and all the shots.
St. Paul's and Banana has three memorials.
Typhoid, tetanus,
That cost $2,500.
diphtheria,
A picture of Christ, the Good Shepherd, with a lamb in his arm.
hepatitis, that one,
Like
hepatitis
Western
shots.
Widow, also presented St. Paul's with baptismal font.
Polio.
Somebody ought to give you our churches a coolant system for each.
Yes, three, Bob, yes, three.
Good one, honey. Well, what all have your kids been shot for?
Everything but stealing chickens, I guess.
Why they get those every year between May and September?
And, you know, Gus Hammond's family gave him in his memory to the church at Two Rivers a complete new stone parish house with a basketball court in the basement.
Hey, preach. What's all this talk about memorial stained glass windows? You figure somebody's fixing to kick off around here? Is that
Rick, turn on the hi-fi. Let's have some music to start the party with.
You turn it on.
I don't know how to turn it on.
We gave this thing for the third wedding anniversary. It's got 3 speakers in it.
Turn that thing off.
Where's my brick? Where's my precious baby?
Sorry. Turn it back on.
There he is. There's my precious baby. What's that you got in your hand, son? Why, your hand was made for holding something better than that. You put that liquor down, son.
Look at old Brick, put it down.
You're my bad little boy. You're my bad little boy. Come on over here and give your big mama a kiss, you bad boy. Why, look at him shy away. Brick never much like being kissed or fussed over. I guess it's because he's always had too much of it. You turn that thing off. Well, I hate TV. Radio's bad enough, but TV's gone one better. I mean one worse. Well, what am I sitting over here for? I want to sit next to my sweetheart, hold hands with him and love him up a little.
Get over.
Just like Brick. Preacher, hey, preach. Come on over here and give me a hand up out of this chair.
None of your tricks, Big Mama.
What tricks? You give me your hand. Ever see a preacher on a lady's lap? Hey, boy, you ever see a preacher on a lady's lap?
Quit horsing.
Get up, preacher.
Stroke.
something? I was worried sick. I'm out of my mind for fear that Big Daddy had a thing.
Rick, honey, aren't you going to give Big Daddy his birthday present?
Oh, come on now, kids. You know you're not going to be on the bed. Now, come on now. Get that sugar. Outside, all of you. All of you outside.
Here it is.
Go on now, get outside.
Rick.
Why, this is the biggest birthday Big Daddy's ever had. Bushes of telegrams and hundreds of presents and... Well, what is it, Brett?
I bet 550 Brick don't even know what it is.
Half the fun of presents is not knowing what they are until you open the package. Open your present, Big Daddy.
Open it yourself. I want to ask Brick something. Come here, Brick.
Open it, open it.
Come on, Big Daddy's calling you.
Let's take a look.
Tell Big Daddy I'm crippled.
I can see you're crippled. I want to know how you got crippled.
Oh, look. Why, look. It's a cashmere robe.
Why, you sound surprised, Maggie.
I've never seen one before.
Well, that's funny.
Why is it funny?
Quiet.
It's funny because you bought it yourself at Lowenstein's last Saturday in Memphis. Know how I know?
I said quiet.
I know because the salesgirl that waited on you waited on me. And she said, why, Mrs. Pollard, your sister-in-law was just here and bought a cashmere robe for your husband's father.
Oh, a sister woman.
Quiet!
The stork and the reaper run neck to neck.
Preacher, I hope I'm not butting in and more talk about memorial stained glass windows, am I, Preacher?
I wonder if the mosquitoes are active tonight.
Did you say something, little mama?
I said I wondered if we went out on the gallery, if the mosquitoes would eat us alive.
Well, if they do, I'll pulverize your bones for fertilizer.
Why, we just had an airplane spraying the whole place last week, and I think it done some good. At least I haven't had...
They tell me, what they tell me is true. You done some jumping last night out there on that high school athletic field.
Rick, Big Daddy's talking to you, son.
What was that, Big Daddy?
Why, they say you done some jumping last night on that high school track field.
That's what they told me, too.
Was it jumping or bumping you was doing out there?
Big Daddy!
What the hell were you doing out there at 3 a.m.?
Well, now, Big Daddy, you are off the sick list now, and I will not allow you to talk so nasty
Be quiet.
in front of the preacher and the...
Quiet! I asked you, Brick, if you was chasing yourself some poontang out there in the ginger track last night. Thought you might be cutting yourself a piece of strange poontang out there.
Oh, Reverend Cook, I think you and I should take a little stroll out on the gallery.
Come on, Preacher. And tripped over something in the heat of the chase. Is that it?
No, sir, I don't think so.
Then what the hell were you doing out there at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Jumping the hurdles, Big Daddy. Running and jumping the hurdles. But those high hurdles have gotten too high for me now.
Why, were you drunk?
Sober, I would have tried to jump a low one.
Well, come on now, Big Daddy. Let's have some birthday cake.
I'd like to propose toast to Big Daddy Collard on his 65th
I told you to
birthday.
stop this now. Quit it. Cut this bull.
Big Daddy, I will not allow you to talk this way, not even on your birthday.
I will talk like I like on my birthday, and anybody here that don't like it knows what they can do.
You don't mean that.
What makes you think I don't mean it?
Well, I just know you don't mean it.
Oh, you don't know a goddamn thing, and you never will.
Now, you don't mean that.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do mean it. I went through a whole lot of crap around here because I thought I was dying. And you thought I was dying, and you started taking over this place. Well, I ain't gonna die. I'm telling you that night right now. You can stop this business of taking over because you're not taking over a goddamn thing because I'm not dying. I went through that exploratory operation and there's nothing wrong with me but a spastic colon. And I ain't dying of cancer, which you thought I was dying of. Ain't that so, Ida? Didn't you think I was dying of cancer? Didn't you have an idea I was dying of cancer and you started taking over this place and everything on it? Why, it's my control. And that's my birthday present to my cake.
Oh, she's the preacher.
Rot the preacher. You hear what I said? Rot the cotton picking, chicken eating, memorial stained glass preacher.
See, you act this way before I can imagine what's gotten into you.
I went through that exploratory operation that goddamn, there's nothing wrong with me but a spastic colon. Made spastic by all the lies and liars I've had to put up with. And all the goddamn hypocrisy I've lived with all these years that I've been living with you. Why, I built this place. I was the overseer on it. Yeah, I was overseer on it, and I built this place. I started work at 10 years old. I was 10 years old and went to work like a hand in the fields. And I rose to be overseer of the old Straw and Ocala plantation. And when old Straw died, I was Ocala's partner. And this place got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I did it all by myself with no goddamn help from you. Now you figure you're just about to take over? Well, I'm telling you, you are not about to take over. You're not about to take over a goddamn thing. I went through that laboratory and all that explanatory operation. There's nothing wrong with me but a spastic colon. Made spastic by all the lies and lies I've had to put up with. And all the hypocrisy I have lived with all the 40 years that I've been living with you. Now, eat the goddamn cake yourself.
Big Daddy, in all these years, he never believed that I loved you.
Huh.
I did. I did so much. I did love you. I even love your hate and your hardness, Big Daddy.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was true? Hey, Brick. Brick. I didn't call you Maggie, I called Brick.
I was just delivering to you.
Why did you do that?
Do what, Big Daddy?
Wipe her kiss off your mouth.
I don't know. I wasn't conscious of it.
You know that woman of yours has got a better shape on her than Gooper's got on his woman.
Is that the only difference you notice?
The difference is the shape is pretty important.
Don't you think there's a fundamental resemblance? I mean, like between a couple of Plymouth Rocks or Rhode Island Reds.
Oh, sure, but it's funny.
What's funny?
Well, that you and Gooper, in spite of being so different, should pick out more or less the same type of woman.
We're married in society, Big Daddy.
Yeah. Why do both those women have the same anxious look?
Well, they're sitting in the middle of a big piece of land, Big Daddy. 28,000 acres is a pretty big piece of land. And so, they're squaring off on it. Each determined to knock a bigger piece of it off than the other. Whenever you let it go.
Well, I got a surprise for those women. I'm not going to let it go for a long time yet if that's what they're waiting for.
That's right, Big Daddy. You just sit tight and let them scratch each other's eyes out.
You bet your life I'm going to sit tight and let them scratch your eyes out. Ah, but that Gooper's wife is a good breeder. You got to admit she's fertile. Hell, tonight at supper she had them all at table. They had to put in a couple extra leaves on the table to make room for them all. Hell, she's got 5 head of them now. Another one's coming.
Yep. Number 6 is coming.
6, hell, she'll probably drop a litter next time. Somebody out there? Gooper! Gooper!
Did you want Gooper, Big Daddy?
No, I don't want Gooper and I don't want you. I want to have some privacy while I'm having a confidential talk with my son Brick. Now, it's too hot in here to close them doors. But if I have to close them rotten doors in order to have a private talk with my son Brick, you just let me know and I'll close them. Because I don't like eavesdropping. I can't stand sneaking and spying.
What, Big Daddy? I
You
didn't
stood
know.
on the wrong side of the moon and threw your shadow.
Why, I was just.
You was just nothing but spying and you know it.
Why, Big Daddy? Why are you so unkind for some reason? Those people that truly love you.
Shut up! I'm going to move you and Gooper out of that room next to this one. Why, you sit and listen like a couple of peak old spies and on what goes on here at night between Brick and Maggie. Why, it's none of your damn business. You run and tell Big Mom on what you hear, and Big Mom comes to me and they say such and such and so on what you hear going on between Brick and Maggie. It makes me sick. I'm going to move you and Gooper out of that room. It makes me puke.
They listen, do they?
Yeah, they listen and go and tell Big Mama what they hear going on between you and Maggie. They say you won't sleep with her. You sleep on the sofa. Is that true or not true? Huh? If you don't like Maggie, get rid of Maggie. What the hell are you doing there now?
Freshening up my drink.
Son, you know you got a real liquor problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, I know.
Is that why you quit sports announcing, because of this liquor problem?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I guess so.
And listen to me, don't look at that damn chandelier. Something else we picked up in that big fire sale in Europe. Huh? Life is important. You got to hold on to it. The man who drinks has thrown his life away. You got to hold on to your life. There's nothing else to hold on to.
Huh?
This cigar made me lightheaded. So you quit. How'd that come about? Some disappointment?
I don't know. Do you?
I'm asking you. How the hell would I know if you don't? Jeez. Sure is hard to talk in here.
That old clock makes some nice remarks about time. I like to hear it all night.
Yeah. We got that old clock the summer we went to Europe, me and Big Mama and that damn Cook's tour. Never had such a lousy time in my life. Tell you, son, those gooks over there, they gouge your eyeballs out in the grand hotels. And Big Mama bought more stuff you could haul in a couple of boxcars. And that's no crap. Everywhere we went on that whirlwind tour, she bought. Well, half the stuff is still crated up and mildew in the basement. Underwater last spring. Yeah. That Europe is nothing on earth but a great big auction. That's all it is. Yeah, a bunch of old worn out places. A big fire sale, the whole rotten thing. And Big Mama went wild. Everywhere we went, she bought. I couldn't hold that woman back with a mule's harness. Bought. Lucky I'm a rich man. Yes, sir, Bob. It's lucky I'm a rich man. It sure is lucky. Well, I am a rich man, Brick. A mighty rich man. You know how much I'm worth, Brick? Guess how much I'm worth, Brick? Yeah, close on to 10 million in cash and blue chip stocks. Outside, mind you, 28,000 acres of the richest land this side of the Valley Nile. But a man can't buy his life with it. A man can't buy back his life when his life is spent. That's something not offered in the Europe fire sale, the American markets, or any markets here on earth. A man can't buy his life with it. A man can't buy back his life when his life is finished. Yeah, that's a sobering thought, a very sobering thought. Thought I've been turning over in my head, over and over until today. I'm wiser and sadder now for the experience I've just gone through. There's one thing else I remember in Europe.
What's that, Big Daddy?
The hills around Barcelona in the country of Spain. And the children running over those bare hills in their bare skins. Begging like starving dogs with howls and screeches. And how fat the priests are on the streets of Barcelona. Oh, so many of them so fat and so pleasant. You know, I could feed that country. I got money enough to feed that whole goddamn country. But the human animal is a selfish beast. And I don't reckon the money I tossed around to those howling children in the hills around Barcelona was more than a pulse or one of the chairs in this room. I mean, pay to put a new cover on this stool here. Yeah, I threw money at them like you throw feed corn for the chicken. I threw money at them just to get rid of them long enough so I could get back in my car and drive away. And then in Morocco, them Arabs. Why, prostitution begins at 4 and 5. Yeah, that's no exaggeration. I remember in Marrakesh, that's that old wall Arab city. I sat down on a broken down stone wall to have a cigar. Yeah, it's fearful hot there that day. And this Arab woman stood in the middle of the road and looked at me till I was embarrassed. She stood stock still in the hot, dusty road and looked at me till I was embarrassed. And listen to this. She had this little naked child with her, a little naked girl, barely able to toddle. After a while, she set this child on the ground, whispered something to her, gave her a shove. This child came towards me, barely able to walk, came toddling over to me, and Jesus, it makes you sick to remember a thing like this. It stuck out its hand and tried to undo my trousers. And that child was not yet 5. Can you believe me, or do you think I'm making this up? Well, I went back to that hotel and said to Big Mama, get packed. We're clearing out of this country.
Big Daddy, you're on a talking jag tonight.
Yeah. Yes, sir, boy. The human animal is a beast that dies. And the fact that he's dying don't give no pity for others. No, sir, it don't.
Give me my crutch.
What'd you say?
Hand me over that crutch so I can get up.
Why?
I'm taking a little short trip to Echo Spring,
Echo Springs?
the liquor cabinet.
Yes, sir, boy. The human animal is a beast that dies. And if he's got money, he buys and buys and buys. And I think the reason he buys everything he can buy is because in the back of his mind, he's got this crazy hope that one of his purchases will be life everlasting, which can never be. Hear me?
Big Daddy, you sure I'm shooting the breeze here tonight?
I've been quiet here lately. Spoke not a word. Just sat and stared into space. Had something heavy weighing on my mind. But tonight that load was took off me. That's why I'm talking. The sky looks different to me.
You know what I like to hear most?
What?
Solid quiet. Perfect, unbroken quiet.
Why?
Because it's more peaceful.
Well, you'll be hearing a lot of that soon up in the grave.
You through talking to me?
Why are you so anxious to shut me up?
Well, sir, every so often you say to me, Brick, I want to have a talk with you. But when we talk, it never materializes. You cast about this and that, and I look like I listen. Try to look like I listen, but I don't listen. Not much. Big Daddy, communication between two people is very difficult. And somehow, between you and me, it just does not happen.
Have you ever been scared? I mean, have you ever felt downright terror or something? No, son, I thought I'd had it. I thought that old man made out of bones had come and laid his cold and heavy hand on my shoulder.
Well, Big Daddy, you kept a tight mouth about it.
Yeah. The pig squeals, but a man can keep a tight mouth about it in spite of not having a pig's advantage, huh?
What advantage is that?
Ignorance of mortality is a comfort. A man don't have that comfort. Because the only living thing that conceives of death knows what it is. The others go without knowing. A pig squeals, but a man sometimes can keep a tight mouth about it. I wonder if
What, Big Daddy?
a whiskey highball would injure the spastic condition.
No. Sir,
I'm telling you,
Do it
son. The sky is open. It's open again, boy. It's open. It's open.
you feel better, Big Daddy?
Better hell, I can breathe. All my life I've been like a double-up fist, pounding, smashing, and driving. And now I'm going to loosen up those doubled-up hands and touch things easy with them. You know what I'm contemplating?
No, sir. What are you contemplating?
Pleasure. Pleasure with women. I still have desire for women. Something you might not guess. This is my 65th birthday.
I think that's mighty remarkable, Big Daddy.
Remarkable?
Admirable, Big Daddy.
Goddamn right, it's remarkable and admirable both. I realize now I never had me enough. I had that many chances slip me by because of scruples about it. Scruples, convention, crap. All that stuff is bull. It took the shadow of death to make me see it. Now that shadow is lifted, and I'm going to have me a ball. Yeah.
Oh, huh?
That's right, a ball. A ball. Yeah, I slept with Big Mama till, let's see, 5 years ago. I was 60 and she was 58. And I never even liked her, never did.
Didn't you men hear that phone ring? I heard it way on out in the gallery.
5 rooms you could go through. Why do you have to come and go through this one?
Hello?
When Big Mama goes out of her room, I don't remember what the hell she looks like.
Hello, Miss Sally.
But when Big Mama comes back into the room, boy, I see what she looks like, and I wish I didn't.
Miss Sally. Yes, honey, that's right.
Where you going?
Out for a breather.
Not yet, gang.
That was nice of you, Miss Sally.
Thought it was finished, Big
It
Daddy.
ain't even begun.
Just wanted to feel that river breeze.
You're a caution, Miss Sally. You are just a caution.
Jesus, she's talking to my old maid sister again.
Yes, Miss Sally, will you come on down here real soon? Big Daddy's just dying to see you.
Bull!
All right, Miss Sally, I'll tell him. Goodbye, honey. Big Daddy, that was Miss Sally on the phone. She called to tell me that you got hold of a doctor in Memphis to get him to explain what this spastic thing is, and then she called me back to tell... Well, let me in.
I told you not to come and go through this room. Now you go back and go through those other 5 rooms.
Big Daddy, oh, Big Daddy. You didn't mean those awful things you said to me, did ya? Sweetheart, sweetheart, sweetheart. You didn't mean those awful things you said. I just know you didn't. You didn't mean those things in your heart. Mwah!
I'll ask that woman if she'd leave me alone. She can't admit to herself that she makes me sick. That's what comes of having slept with her too many years. Yeah, I should have quit a lot sooner. But that old woman, she could never get enough. I was good in bed. I never should have wasted so much of it on her. They say God did so many, and yet which one is numbered? Well, I got a few left of me, a few. I'm going to pick me a good one to spend them on. I'm going to pick me a choice one. I don't care how much she costs. I'll smother her with minks. I'll strip her naked and smother her with minks and choke her with diamonds. I'll strip her naked and choke her with diamonds and smother her with minks and run her all the way from Jackson to Memphis, non-stop. Oh, I'm feeling happy, son. I'm happy, I'm happy. What makes you so restless? You got an answer in your britches?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Something hasn't happened.
Yeah, what is that?
The click.
Did you say click?
Yes, click.
What click?
A click I get in my head that makes me peaceful.
Jesus, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but boy, it sure disturbs me.
It's just a mechanical thing.
What is a mechanical thing?
This click I get in my head that makes me peaceful. I got to drink to get it. It's just a mechanical thing, something like a...
Like a what?
Like a switch clicking off of my head. Turn the hot light off and the cool light on. All of a sudden there's peace.
Jesus. I didn't know it gotten that bad with you, boy. Why, you're an alcoholic.
That's the truth, Big Daddy. I'm an alcoholic.
This shows how I let things go.
I have to hear that little click in my head that makes me peaceful. Usually happens sooner than this, sometimes as early as noon, but today it's dilatory. I just haven't got the right level of alcohol in my bloodstream yet.
Yeah, expecting death made me blind. I had no idea a son of mine was turning into a drunkard under my nose.
Well, now you do, Big Daddy. The news has penetrated.
Yes, now I do. The news has penetrated.
And so, if you'll excuse me.
No, I won't.
I'm just by myself until I hear that click in my head. It's just a mechanical thing, but it don't happen except when I'm sitting alone and talking to no one.
You got a long, long time to sit and talk to no one. But now you're talking to me. Or at least I'm talking to you. And you will sit there and listen until this conversation is over.
talk is just like all the other talks. We have our heads together in our lives. It's nowhere. Nowhere. It's painful, Big Daddy.
Good, then let it be painful.
I can hop on one foot, and if I fall, I can crawl.
Well, if you ain't careful, you'll crawl right off this plantation, and by Jesus, you'll hustle your drinks along Skid Row.
Now come, Big Daddy.
No, it won't. You're my son, and I'm going to straighten you out. Now that I'm straightened out, I'm going to straighten you out.
Yeah?
Yeah, you stay there, you son of a bitch, until I say go.
I can't!
I can you will. God damn it.
No, I can't! We talk. You talk in circles! We get nowhere. You say you have to talk to me and don't have a thing to say to me!
Nothing to say when I tell you I was going to die when I thought I was going to live when I thought I was dying? Huh?
Oh, is that what you have to say to me?
Well, you son of a bitch, ain't that important?
Well, you said that. That is said. And now,
Now, you sit back down there.
You're all balled up.
I ain't balled up.
You are. You're all balled up.
Don't tell me what I am, you drunken whelp.
Big Daddy.
I just want you to know I'm in the driver's seat now.
Big Daddy, why are you shouting like this?
Don't interfere, Big Mama.
Well, I just can't stand it when you shout like
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Christ.
Yeah, Christ is right.
Big Daddy. Give me my crutch. Give me my crutch, Big Daddy.
Why do you drink?
Oh, no. Give me my crutch.
You better think of why you drink or give up drinking.
Will you please give me my crutch so I can get up off this floor?
First, you answer my question. Why do you drink? Why are you throwing your life away like something disgusting you picked up on the street?
Big Daddy, I'm in pain. I fell on my foot.
Well, good. I'm glad you're not too numb with liquor to feel some pain.
You spilled my drink.
I'll make a bargain with you. You tell me why you drink, and I'll hand you one. I'll pour the liquor myself and hand it to you.
Why do I drink?
Yeah, why?
Give me a drink and I'll tell you.
Tell me first.
I can tell you in one word.
What word?
Disgust!
Disgust with what? You gotta tell me that first, otherwise being disgusted don't make no sense.
Christ, so I can get up.
You heard me. Answer my question first.
I told you, I said to kill my disgust.
Disgust with what?
Struck a hard bargain.
You want liquor that bad?
Yeah, I wanted that bad.
I give you a drink, will you tell me what you're disgusted with?
Yes. Sir, I'll try to. Have you ever heard the word mendacity?
Sure. Mendacity is one of those $5 words cheap politicians throw back and forth at each other.
You know what it means?
Don't it mean lying and liars?
Yes, sir. Lying and lies.
Has someone been lying to you?
We want Big Daddy.
The kiddies are shouting out here for you.
Keep out, Cooper.
We want Big Daddy. We want Big Daddy. We want Big Daddy.
Who's been lying to you?
Big Daddy.
Margaret been lying to you?
We want Big
Has your wife been lying to you about something?
Big
Not her. That wouldn't matter.
And who's been lying to you and about what?
No one single person and no one lie.
Then what then? And who about what?
Oh, the whole thing.
What are you rubbing your head for? You got a headache?
No, I'm trying to.
Concentrate. But you can't because your brain's too fouled up with liquor. Is that it? Huh? That's your trouble? Wet brain? What do you know about this mendacity thing? By hell, I could write a book on it. Yeah, I could write a book on it and not cover the subject. I could. I could write a goddamn book on it and not cover the subject near enough. Think of all the lies I gotta put up with. Pretenses. Ain't that mendacity? Yeah. Having to pretend stuff like ideas of other people and things and nothing, and why, having to act like I care for Big Mama. Why, I haven't been able to stand the sight, sound, or smell of that woman for 40 years. Church, it bores the bejesus out of me. But I go and sit and listen to that damn fool preacher. Clubs, Elks, Masons, Rotary. Ah. But you, I do like for some reason. You always have some real feelings for affection, respect. Yeah, always. Don't know why, but there it is. I've lived with mendacity. Why can't you live with it? You've got to live with it. There's nothing else to live with except mendacity. Hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, there is something else you can live with.
What?
This.
It ain't nothing that's dodging away from life.
I want to dodge away from
Then
it.
why don't you kill yourself?
I like to drink.
God, I can't talk to you.
Sorry, Big Daddy.
Not as sorry as I am. I'll tell you something. A little while back, when I thought my number was up, before I found out it was just this spastic colon, I thought about you. Should I or should I not, if the jig was up, give this place to you when I go? Oh, I hate Gooper and those 5 screaming monkeys like parrots in the jungle, and that bitch May. Why should I turn over 28,000 acres of the richest land this side of the Valley Nile to not my kind? And why the hell, on the other hand, Brick, should I subsidize the damn fool on the bottle? Why should I do that? Subsidize worthless behavior, rot, corruption. And I will tell you this frankly, I still haven't made up my mind on that question till today. Until today, I made up my will. And now I don't have to. The pressure's gone. I can just wait to see if you pull yourself together or if you don't.
That's right, Big Daddy.
Why? You sound like you thought I was kidding.
Oh, sir, I know you're not kidding.
But you don't care.
No, sir, I don't care.
Wait, Rick. Don't let's leave it like this. Like those other talks we've had. We've always talked around things. We've just talked around things for some rotten reason. I don't know what. It's like something was left unspoken, left unsaid. Like avoiding the honesty between us.
I never lied to you, Big Daddy.
Did I ever you?
No, sir.
Then there are 2 people who have not lied to each other.
Yes, sir, but we've never talked to each
Well,
other.
we can now.
Big Daddy, there don't seem anything much to say.
You say you Drip to kill your disgust with lying.
You said to give you a reason.
Is liquor the only thing that will kill this disgust?
Now,
But not once, huh?
now when I was young and believing, drinking man is someone who wants to forget he isn't still young and believing.
Believe in what?
Believing.
Believe in what?
Believing.
Believe in what? I don't know what the hell you mean by believing, and I don't think you know what you mean by believing. But if you've still got sports in your blood, go back to sports announcing it.
Sit in a glass box, watching games I can't play, describing what I can't do while players do it, sweating out their disgust and confusion in contests I'm not fit for, drinking a Coke, half bourbon so I can stand it. It's no damn good anymore. Time just outran me, Big Daddy. Got there first.
Yeah. I think you're passing the buck.
You know many drinking men?
I've known a fair number of that species.
Could any of them tell you why he drank?
Yeah, you're passing the buck. You're passing the buck to things like time and disgust with mendacity and crap. Yeah, you gotta use that kind of language about a thing. It's 90-proof bull and I'm not buying any.
I had to give you a reason to get a drink.
What'd you say?
I said I had to give you a reason to get a drink.
You started drinking when your friend Skipper died.
What are you suggesting?
I suggested nothing. But May and Gooper suggested there was something not right exactly.
Not right?
Well, not normal in your friendship with...
They suggested that too? I thought that was Maggie's suggestion. Who else's suggestion is it? Is it yours?
Hold on a minute, son. I knocked around in my time.
What's that got to do with it?
I bummed this country till I slept in hobo jungles.
Who else's suggestion is it?
And flop houses all over the cities and all over the country.
Oh! So you think so too? You call me your son and a queer?
Excuse me?
Preacher, what you looking for?
The men's lavatory.
Go down the other end of the gallery, use the bathroom connected with my bedroom. And if you can't find it, ask him where it is.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can understand, Rick. I can understand anything. Hell, I came here in 1910. I wore my shoes through, hocked my gear. Well, I hopped off the Yellow Dog freight car half a mile down the road. Hopped in a wagon of cotton outside the gin. Old Pete O'Kello and Jack Straw took me in, hired me to run this place, which grew to this one. And when old Jack Straw died, why, Peter O'Kello quit drinking like a dog does when its master's dead and died.
Christ!
I'm just trying to tell you, I understand these things.
Skipper's dead. I have not quit eating.
But you started drinking.
You think so too! You think so too!
Hold on.
You think Skipper and me did side me together?
Hold
Is that
on,
what you
hold on
think?
a minute.
You think of Skipper? You think we did dirty things?
Hold on for it. What are
You
you
old
talking
dirty old
about?
man, is that what you think?
I don't think
Straw,
nothing.
O'Kello,
I don't know nothing.
ducking sissies? Is
Now
that
wait.
what you think?
Now
Is
just
that
a
what you...
minute.
Ow!
Son.
Oh!
Jesus. Here, grab my hand.
No, I don't want your hand.
Well, I want yours. Yeah. Jesus, you've broken out into a sweat. Oh, you pant like you run a mile.
Daddy. Shock me. Hey, Daddy, you shocked me. Talking so casually about a thing like that. Don't you know how people feel about things like that? How disgusted they are by things like that? Why, an old miss, when it was discovered that a pledge in our fraternity, Skipper's and mine, attempted to do a natural thing. You know, he dropped in like a hot rock. We told him to get off campus. And he did. He got it. All the way to
where?
North Africa. Last I heard.
I've just come back from further away than that. I've just returned from the other side of the moon. Dead's country. And I'm not so easy to shock by anything here. I always, anyhow, live with too much space around me to be infected by the ideas of other people. One thing you can grow in a big place, more important than cotton, is tolerance. I've grown it.
Why can't exceptional friendship, real deep friendship between two men
be respected as something clean and decent. Not being thought of as fairies.
Ken, it is, for God's sake. I told May and Cooper
To
that...
hell with May and Cooper. To hell with all dirty lies and liars. Skip and me had a clean, true thing between us. A clean friendship practically all our lives till Maggie got the idea you're talking about. Normal? No, it was too rare to be normal. Any true thing between two people is too rare to be normal. Oh. Once in a while, he put his hand on my shoulder. I put mine on his. Maybe even when we were touring the country in pro football, sharing hotel rooms, we'd reach across the space between the two beds and shake hands to say goodnight.
Brick, nobody thinks that's not normal.
Well, they're mistaken. It was. It was a pure and true thing, and that's not normal.
Sure is hard to talk.
All right, then let's let it go.
No, sir. Why did Skipper crack up? Why have you?
All right. You're asking for it, Big Daddy. We're finally gonna have that real true talk you wanted. It's too late to stop it now. We got to carry it through and cover every subject. Maggie declares that Skipper and me went into pro football after we left Ole Miss because we were scared to grow up. Wanted to keep tossing them high, long passes that can't be intercepted except by time. The aerial attack that made us famous. And so we did. We kept it up one season, that aerial attack, and we held it high. Yeah. But that summer, Maggie laid down the law to me. She said, now or never. So I married Maggie.
How was Maggie in bed?
Great. She went on the road that fall with the Dixie Stars. Oh, she made a great show of being the world's best sport. Wore a tall bearskin cap. A sheik, they call it. A dyed moleskin coat. A moleskin coat dyed red. Cut up crazy. She rented hotel ballrooms for victory celebrations. Wouldn't cancel it when it turned out defeat. Maggie the Cat! And Skipper. He had a fever which came back on him. The doctors couldn't explain. Now I had that spinal injury. Turned out to be just a shadow on the x-ray plate, a touch of bursitis. I lay in the hospital bed, watched our games on TV, saw Maggie on the bench with Skipper when he was hauled out of the game for stumbles and fumbles. Burned me up the way she hung on his arm. You know, I think that Maggie had always got sort of left out, so she took this time to work on it. Poor, dumb Skipper. Poured in his mind the dirty, false idea that what we were, him and me, was a frustrated case of an old pair of sisters that lived in this room. Jack Straw and Peter Kellogg.
Poor Skipper went to bed with Meg to prove it wasn't true. And when it didn't work out, thought it was true. Skipper broke in two like a rotten stick. Nobody's ever turned so fast into a lush or died of it so quick. Now, are you satisfied?
Are you satisfied?
With what?
That story.
What's wrong with it?
Not completed. Something left out. What did you leave out?
Hello?
Yes. I left out a long-distance phone call which I had with Skipper.
Speaking, go ahead.
Which he made a drunken confession to me, and on which I hung up.
No.
Last time we spoke to each other in our lives.
No, sir.
You must have said something to him before you hung up.
What could I say to him?
Anything, something.
Nothing.
Just hung up.
Just hung up.
Anyhow, now we have tracked down the lie with which you are disgusted, and which you are drinking to kill your disgust with. It wasn't Maggie. Maggie nothing. It was you. You've been passing the buck. This disgust with mendacity is disgust with yourself. You dug the grave of your friend and kicked him in it before you'd face the truth with it.
His truth, not mine.
Okay, his truth, but you wouldn't face it with him.
Who can face the truth? Can you?
Now don't you start passing the buck again, boy.
How about these birthday congratulations? These many, many happy returns of the day when everybody but you knows there won't be any. Let's go out now. Let's go out. Come on, Big Daddy. Let's go out.
No one's gonna finish what you were saying.
I don't remember what I was going to say.
Many happy returns.
Hell, Big Daddy.
When there won't be any.
Forget it. Let's go down the galley and watch the fireworks.
Finish the remarkable maker.
Look now, Big Daddy. I can get away.
Finish what you were saying.
Leave the place to Cooper and me and their 5 same little monkeys.
Leave the place, you say?
All 28,000 acres of the richest land this side of the Valley Nile.
Who said I was leaving the place to Gooper or anybody? This is my 65th birthday, and I got 15, 20 years left in me. Why, I'll outlive you. I'll bury you. I'll buy your coffin.
Sure. Many happy returns. Let's go and watch the fireworks, Big Daddy.
Rick, have they lied to me? I mean, about the report from the clinic? Did they find something? Cancer, maybe?
Mendacity is the system we live in. I'm sorry, Big Daddy. I'm sorry. Maybe it's being alive that makes some people lie. And almost not being alive makes me sort of accidentally truthful. I don't know. Anyways, we've been friends. And being friends is telling each other the truth. You told me. I told you.
Christ! Damn!
Let it go!
Damn! Oh, lion, sons of bitches! Lions, lions, and lions! Lions! Lions, lions, lions!
50-50. Every production we have, we do a 50-50 drawing, and half of it goes to the lucky winner, the other half stays with Salt City for ongoing maintenance. And if you look at the back of your program, it'll tell you the rest of the shows for the season, and they're all wonderful, so please try to attend. Can I have a volunteer to pull a ticket? Volunteer, pull a ticket? Okay, reach right down in there, move around, and everyone get their tickets out. Okay. Everyone ready? Okay. The lucky number is 371003. 371003. Okay.
Thank you, That's great, honey.
371003. Congratulations, sir. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You guys Lion, lion!
What name of God is the one in this room?
Lion!
Sonny, stop that. Me, Cooper. You see that right now?
Hey, you see Big Mama?
Not yet.
Come on, kids, off the bed now. Put them guns away.
Those kitties are so filled by cowardice. I think I'll be starting back to town.
Oh, no, not yet, preacher. Why, you know we consider you as one of the family members, one of our closest and dearest, and you just got to be here when Doc Ball gives the truth to Big Mama about the actual report from the clinic. Has Big Daddy gone to bed, Rick?
He's gone to bed. Why did Big Daddy shout liars?
Big Mama!
I didn't lie to Big Daddy. I lied to nobody. Nobody but myself. Just lied to myself. The time has come to put me in Sylvan Hill. Put me in Sylvan Hill, Maggie. I ought to go there.
Over my dead body. Where do you think you're going?
Out for some air. I need some air.
Now where is that old lady?
Can't you find her, Cooper?
She's avoiding this talk.
I think she senses something.
She got to be here for this talk.
Well, don't let Big Daddy hear you.
Oh, Big Mama! Big Mama!
Big Mama!
Rick, we're getting ready to tell Big Mama the truth, and she needs you.
This is going to be painful.
Painful things can't always be avoided.
That's what
Mama,
I've
come here.
I think I said Big Mama.
Don't holler. Go to her, Cooper.
Well, here I am. Now, what y'all want with me anyway?
Big Mama, you know you got to be here for this talk.
What talk are you talking about? I saw the light go on in Big Daddy's bedroom, and I took him his glass of milk, and he just shut the shutters right in my face. Well, I guess no couple's been together as long as me and Big Daddy. Well, sometimes they get a little bit irritable with each other just from too much devotion. Isn't that so?
Yes, of course it's so.
I think Big Daddy's just worn out. I mean, he loves his family, and he loves to have his family around him, but it's a strain on his nerves. Big Daddy wasn't himself. Rick? No, Big Daddy wasn't himself. I could tell he was all worked up.
I think he's remarkable.
Yes, just remarkable. And did you notice how much food he ate at the table? He ate like a horse.
Hope you don't regret it.
What's that? Well, he ate a huge piece of cornbread with molasses on it. Well, he helped himself twice to Hoppin' John.
Big Daddy loves Hoppin' John. We had a real country dinner.
Yes, he simply adores it. And candy yams. And... Son, Big Daddy ate enough food to stuff a field hand.
Yeah, I hope you have to pay for it later on.
What's that, Gooper?
Gooper said he hopes Big Daddy doesn't suffer tonight.
Oh, shoot. nothing at all wrong with him but his nerves. Well, he's sound as a dollar. Well, and now he knows he isn't. And that's why he ate such a supper. Big Daddy's had a huge load taken off his mind, knowing he's not doomed to what his
Bless
father
his
made.
sweet soul.
Yes. Bless his heart.
Hello, Moon. I envy you, you cool son of a bitch.
I want Brick.
He just stepped outside for some fresh air.
Honey, I want Brick.
Well, let's bring little brother in here so we can talk.
I envy you, you cool son of a bitch.
Rick, what are you doing out here in the gallery, baby?
Admiring and complimenting the man in the moon.
Come in, baby. They're getting ready to tell their mama the truth now.
Can't witness that thing in there.
Doc Baugh, what about those vitamin B12 injections? Are they all they cracked up to be?
Well, they're about as good as anything else to be stuck with.
Big Mama needs
Can't witness that thing in there.
Why y'all got such long faces? Are you waiting for something like a bomb to go off?
Oh, we're waiting for Brick and Maggie to come here for this talk.
Come in,
Talk.
I've got to pick up their
Whisk.
And you know we're gonna help Big Mama. You know what?
Brick!
Come in, Big Mama. I'm gonna take every bottle on this place.
Never had this sort of atmosphere in here before.
Before what, Big Mama?
This occasion. What are Brick and Maggie doing out there anyway?
They seem to be having some kind of altercation.
Give me a little something to wash this tablet down with. Smell of burnt fireworks always makes me sick.
You're a live cat, aren't you?
Damn right I am.
Gooper, would you open that hall door and let some air circulate in this stifling room?
Goodbye, I think we should leave that door closed until after we've had this talk.
Swung.
I just don't think we should take any chance on Big Daddy hearing a word of this discussion.
Now what discussion or what? Brick, Maggie, there's not going to be no talk in the house of Big Daddy Poland that he can his own self if he wants to.
How long are you gonna stand behind me, Maggie?
Forever if necessary.
Brick!
That boy has gone to pieces. He has just gone to pieces.
You know, when my dad used to have the Keeley cure for drinkers.
Shoot.
Now here they got a tablet that cures your taste for the stuff.
Yeah, they call them anti-bus tablets.
Brick don't need to take nothing. Well, that boy's just broken up over Skipper's death. You know how poor Skipper died. They give him a big, big dose of that sodium amytal stuff at his house, and then they called the ambulance, and then they gave him another big, big dose of it at the hospital, and that and all the alcohol in his system for months and months just proved too much for his heart. His poor old heart quit beating. I'm scared of needles. I'm more scared of needles than the... Here's my Brick, my precious baby.
Take it, Gooper.
What?
Gooper knows what. Take it, Gooper.
Oh, son, don't you think you had it? Doc Baugh, would you talk to Brick? You just break my heart.
Sorry, anyone else?
Brick, sit with Big Mama and hold her hand while we talk.
You do that, Maggie. I'm a restless cripple. I got to stay on my crutch.
Why y'all surrounding me like this? Why y'all staring at me and making signs at each other? I don't need no one to hold my hand. Have y'all gone crazy? Since when did Big Daddy or me ever need anybody to hold our hand?
Now, calm yourself, Big Mama. Just
Calm yourself, sister woman. How can I calm myself with everybody staring at me as if I had big drops of blood all broken out on my face? What is it, huh? What?
Doc Baugh, May, sit down. Big Mama wants to know the complete truth about the report we got today from the Oxford Laboratory.
Is there something I don't know?
Yes, well,
I want to know. Now somebody here must be lying. I want to know.
Now, Big Mama, you sit down. You sit down right here on the sofa.
Brick,
What is it, huh? What?
I've never seen a more thorough examination than Big Daddy Pollen was given in all my experience at the Oxford Clinic.
It's one of the best in the country.
It's the best in the country, by none.
Of course, they were 99 and 9/10% certain before they ever started.
Sure of what? Sure of what? Sure of
You're
what?
a brave girl, Mommy.
by the light of the silvery moon.
Shut up, Brick.
What is it? What?
Sorry. They cut off a piece of the growth. They took a specimen of the tissue.
Growth? Well, you told Big Daddy that there was nothing at all. You told me and Big Daddy that there was nothing wrong with it but a spastic condition.
Yes, that's what we told Big Daddy. When we took the specimen, we brought it to the laboratory and ran some tests on it, and I'm sorry to say the test came back positive. It's malignant.
Cancer. Cancer.
You had to know, Big
Why didn't they cut it out of him? Why?
Who involved, Big Mama? Involved